Alright guys, get ready for this game. This is going to be on the map Othello for the MSL Season 5 round of 32. And this will be Jaedong versus Bisu. So I am just really hyped up for this game. This game is going to be very awesome. These just really going to be a clash of titans. Jaedong, probably the best Zerg right now, #1 Zerg in the world, against Bisu. Bisu totally revolutionized the PVZ matchup, and really he's just been such amazing player. So this is going to be a great game today. I hope you guys are excited for this. And this will be on the map Othello, and as I said earlier in my preview, I love this map. This map looks like it's going to give some very exciting games. So a couple of things to note. Actually Bisu, he recently has had some team troubles. He is no longer on NBC Game Hero. He's now on SK Telecom 1 team. So, that may be affecting his gameplay a little bit today, just because of the fact that, having a little bit of troubles outside of the game can really factor into your gameplay. So, let's see if his transfer to a new team, maybe it's giving him stress, maybe something like that, and it might affect his gameplay today. So, we'll see how it turns out. You can see he's getting ready to fast expand, and very nice move here by him. Just because these two players are cross map positions, they're very far away from each other. He'll be able to fast expand very safely and be able to get a huge macro advantage because he won't have to make cannons very early on unless Jaedong makes a fast pull, which really does not seem like he's going to do. He's going for a 12 hatch right now. A couple of other things to note is Much was originally going to be playing Jaedong, but Bisu put himself playing against Jaedong. Historically, Jaedong has beaten Bisu, so really not sure why Bisu did this, except for the fact that he probably wanted revenge. He just wants to rematch, win this time, and prove that he's still a great master at PvZ and can beat any Zerg out there. But last time when they played on Blue Storm, I don't know if you remember that game, but Bisu was, he did lose. So putting him into this spot playing against Jaedong is kind of a risky move. Jaedong would surely have beaten Much. So at this point, Bisu did not have a hard opponent either. But they both slated each other for this slot. So now they're both going to have a very hard game today. And I don't know if Bisu did it just for the fans, because this is just great because we're going to see a really great match today. So Bisu doing some pretty good scouting with his probe. Now he's fending off the scouting drone. The scouting drone did see a fast expand, so Jaedong promptly getting his third expansion. Very standard so far, and the pool is up. Probably going to make a couple of Zerglings just to kill off that scouting probe, because Bisu, it's really effective to kill off the scouting probe, especially from a player like Bisu, whose builds all rely on scouting and adapting to your opponent. So, yeah, 4 Zerglings coming out. They're going to take out that probe or possibly do a little bit of pressure. And gas going up for Bisu right now. All very standard right now. So, if you haven't seen this map before, you should probably check out the preview I made. Just because you really need to see this map, how this game is going to play out. Because the map is going to factor a lot into the game today. And I really like this map. And I think that the MSL has done a very nice job this season of getting a good map pool. So Zerglings by Jaedong coming out, forcing Bisu to pull a couple of probes to defend that cannon. Good move here by Jaedong. He's going to be able to take out this power generator, effectively destroying the wall of Bisu, and Bisu's fast expand wall will be much more likely to be destroyed, and also things will be able to run by and do a little bit of harassing. So Zealot tries to delay or try and force those Zerglings away, but unable to do so. So 5 Zerglings right now, and they're going to be waiting outside. What's really good about those Zerglings is, even though they didn't do much damage, they didn't really do any damage, they just killed off that wall, they're going to be able to prevent any future probes from coming out. The problem is that Jaedong still has not killed the first scouting probe. So by doing this, he's really allowed Bisu just to skip Corsairs entirely. Most of the times Corsairs are really needed, because once you lose that scouting probe, it's going to be impossible to get into a Zerg space to see what they're doing. So Jaedong, not very good. It'd be a lot better if he had taken out that scouting probe, because it would have probably forced Jaedong to spend a lot more on trying to get a scout in, maybe sending a zealot, or definitely getting a Stargate. But right now you can see he's going straight for Templar Archives with a fast Citadel of Adun. Jaedong sending an Overlord in, trying to see what's going to happen. But so far he's just going to see one gateway. By seeing that one gateway, he's probably going to anticipate a +1 speed zeal rush, which is fairly common. But we also see a very fast Templar Archives right now, and I think that Bisu's going to do some harassing, and you can see a layer coming up with Hydra Den, so definitely going to be having lurkers soon. And I don't know how Bisu will fare against this. A lot of times he techs way too fast and doesn't get observers very early. So if Jaedong manages to get those lurkers out, he will be able to contain Bisu for a very long time while gaining map control and taking the rest of the map. So 2 gateways are up right now, +1 being researched, and Jaedong did see the +1 being researched. The +1 should probably... +1 is armor, by the way. And Jaedong should be fairly ready for the +1, as he did get his evolution chamber at the right time. Another gateway being added by Bisu, so all fairly standard right now. You can see a couple of Zerglings look like they're going to be made from those. And I'm really interested to see what Bisu plans to do, because we all know him. Okay, here comes the first Dark Templar, so he's definitely going in for some Dark Templar harass, just because I think his plan was maybe to make Jaedong think that he was going Sarah DT, clump all of his overlords in one spot near Hydras, and then a lot of DTs will be able to come in and do a lot of damage to drones. But it looks like the Overlord does spot that Dark Templar, and I don't think that Dark Templar is going to be able to do much damage. A second Dark Templar is going to come in though, and Overlord in a good position. And I think a lot of drones are actually going to come down here. Oh, never mind. Jaedong, really nice timing there, getting his Hydras there in time. And Dark Templar has been denied by those Overlords. So fairly standard right now. Cybernetics Core upgrading Dragoon range. He's already getting ready to fight off those lurkers that will be coming fairly shortly. You can see just great players like these already, they don't even have a scout, and many times they already know what their opponent is doing. So he's going to have to get an observatory pretty soon. And Spire going up for Jaedong is going to be very nice, because he's going to be able to use Scourge to take out observers. Especially the first couple of observers. Taking out those observers will make his lurker contain, and the damage he's able to do with those lurkers is so much more effective. So looks like both speed is upgraded for the Overlords, so these Hydras will be able to move out, and Dragoons, Zealots, and High Templars already out for Bisu. What's really interesting is Bisu right now still does not... Oh, wait, okay, so Jaedong tries to go in, do a little bit of damage, forces a storm out of Bisu, and Dark Templar doing a little bit more harass, but only able to get 2 kills. And now these Hydras are going in. Not a very good battle there, though.